It has been requested for a while now, and I'm finally getting to it. The next member of the Young Six covered in a video, and this time I have chosen our favorite adolescent dragon, Smolder. She isn't my favorite of the Young Six, but I still adore her, even though she looks just like Scootaloo Dragon. Let's get right into it, shall we? Her introduction is pretty simple. As with the others, we see her in school days, as one of the foreign species students, and she doesn't even want to be there. But I can't blame her. She is a prideful dragon, and her species thinks they are better than others. And she is at the school to change that. At least that's what I assume. Ember's only explanation is that it's because she said so. But that changes quickly. She keeps a negative attitude towards the school, at least after Twilight stops all the fun stuff to better fit the EEA guidelines. But she at least sort of makes friends. She and Gallus hit it off. They are the ones who incite cutting classes, and that event makes her already start to see the worth in the others. Like Ocellus, who helps them get past Fluttershy. She also shows the classic competitive spirit when starting a race, but it's not a toxic competitive spirit, since she already cuts back to help the others enjoy the situation as well. Even though that didn't end well. It already helped Smolder get a more open mind and make friends. She even is sad when they all get pulled out of school. We don't see it, but I assume she was one of the driving forces in running away together. It's undragon-like to be friends in the first place, but it's dragon-like to keep what they want. She in general does a few undragon-like things. She starts a pillow fight and admits to liking to hang out with them. I'm gonna repeat what I said here about the others. All of them are pioneers of friendship, establishing the first proper friendship that goes beyond species. Young and open minds that don't see the differences. Like in our world, kids don't care about skin color or heritage, they just wanna have fun with people. She swallows her dragon pride and gives them some credit. These episodes do a great job of introducing these characters, and now we will get into her development later. Or more like, her showing her other sides. The next episode with her in one of the bigger roles is Non-Compete Clause. She doesn't have many lines in the episode, but she is the first to actively call out the awkwardness of RDs and AJs competing. She is visibly annoyed and does not make a secret of it. That bluntness is appreciated. Later the others join in, but she was the first. She does have a nice scene in Meltdown, teaching Spike about the molting, showing a more caring side, especially when mentioning her brother. More about that later. The next one is bigger, Heartwarming Club. It's fun to see them enthusiastically explain the holidays, but before that, Smolder is the one who most aggressively wants to know who did it. This could be a nod to her actually enjoying the dragon holiday, or at least the storytelling during the Feast of Fire. This is one of the most dragon-like things we see or hear about her, while she otherwise holds herself very undragon-like. But honestly, the dragon tradition shows us less about Smolder than the other holidays do about the rest of the group. This is also kind of a turning point for Smolder. She still doesn't fully trust the others. She's pretty aggressive about the situation, but in the end, after hearing about the holidays, she gains a better appreciation for her friends. Time for the most important episode of the Young Six, What Lies Beneath, and for Smolder, it's pretty mind-blowing. The hard dragon shell gets broken, and we finally see the soft and girly core of this dragon lady. She still isn't quite ready to admit it, telling Ocellus to not say a word to the others, after she helped her get over her own insecurity. Same with Gallus, who saw her in that dress just a few scenes earlier. Before the season finale, we get one more episode with her, Father Knows Beast. And we see her caring side again, when she teaches Spike how to properly fly like a dragon. We get the feeling that she's an older sister, where she actually is a younger one. She is responsible and reliable, and gets more open with her caring and girly side. With this, we already reach school days, and it starts well for her. She is the first one to be suspicious of Cozy after Starlight disappeared, and that mistrust towards Cozy stayed for the rest of the episode. She could never be deceived, at least not by Cozy. She completely believed Sandbar when he betrayed them. In this episode, she also basically gets an element assigned, and the color seems to imply loyalty, but that doesn't really seem fitting in my opinion. I have element ideas and reasons for all the others, and Smolder is left over, and gets the leftover generosity, which fits mostly due to her girly side connecting her to Rarity. This gets confirmed and uprooted too, when the spirit of the tree assigns them some colors, and she gets white. That episode is amazing, when it shows their dreams, or nightmares. But for Smolder it's mostly just a cute dress again. Her choice of memorial for the tree is also interesting to look at. A big statue of the tree, smashed out of a rock. She really has this amazing duality of on the one hand showing her dragon side, and on the other hand her hidden dainty princess side. She has both of these sides, she just keeps one of them hidden inside herself, only for Ocellus to know, which is honestly a reason why I ship them. Though that sentiment gets a bit destroyed when she invited Gallus to the Amity Ball, and she's all yak, but that's really more like a bromance between the two. After this we go into Sweet and Smoky, which is the most important Season 9 episode for Smolder, and a big chunk of that is due to the reveal of Garble being her brother, who is pretty similar to her. He hides his sensitive side. One thing I see as different is that he mostly acts tough to hide his insecurities, while Smolder is that tough. It's part of her. But she still hides the side she sees as embarrassing, same with him. But in a different way. In the end, she is the only one who knows the real Garble, so much so that she doesn't see him picking on Spike, or rather doesn't acknowledge it. You'd think a sister would be able to see through her brother's act. She does in the end, and does the right thing, calling him out for it. This bluntness helps Garble, and I have a feeling that it also had an effect on her. It's never explicitly said, but I'm pretty sure it gave her a confidence boost to be herself. At some point in the future at least. Baby steps. We see the payoff of that just a few episodes later, in 246 Great. This episode is the Smolder magnum opus in terms of showing her character, in my opinion. It combines her boldness with her fondness for the cuter things. She is the one getting angry first when Rainbow Dash neglects her duties. She is the one speaking up, and remains the driving force in convincing her to do her job. Calling Adi out and telling her that her not caring about the cheer squad doesn't mean nobody cares. She's very enthusiastic about some things, but her students in cheering weren't one. Smolder pointing that out was the deciding factor in pushing her, and it shows that she actually cares about the cheer squad. She is into it. She might have mostly come along to support Ocellus, but you can't deny that she is loving it. It's her first time openly showing her girly side, and it's one of her greatest feats. She does have a few more appearances in the ending of the end. She shows responsibility, together with the other young six, helping evacuate the School of Friendship, and later riding up the dragons for the fight. She has come a long way since her first appearance. Her hard shell got softer and softer over time, and her soft core was revealed. And in the end, she was finally comfortable enough to show it on the outside. In the end, as an adult, she is still at the School of Friendship. Who knows? Maybe she stayed there as a teacher. Or just to support Ocellus, who is definitely a teacher in the future. I love the young six, and Smolder's development is a testament to that. She went on a journey to discover herself and be more open about it. The young six are friendship pioneers for sure. The first cross-species group, but each of them has so much to offer themselves. You know, heard Smolder's story. If you want to see more on the others, I already covered Gallus, Silverstream and Ocellus. And each of them has their own amazing journey that I hope you will come join me on. Now I want to hear your thoughts. Who is your favorite Student 6? Can you relate to this journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance that Smolder went through? Let me know. Join my Discord if you want to discuss some more. Thanks to my supporters, especially to Maverick. And until next time for the bonus, fellas, and bye.